Nick Valentine has turned out to be nothing like I thought he'd be. I mean, the fedora and trenchcoat look is starting to be a stereotype out here, especially for gangsters, but Nick himself, a synth? Does that even make any sense? How could he be a synth when people are convinced that their own brother is a synth and Piper insinuates that Mara McDonough is a synth in disguise? Everyone is afraid that someone is a synth, and here we have a real honest-to-God synth who acts as Diamond City's detective? It's pretty confusing. So if he's a synth, is he working for the Institute? Can he tell me what they're doing by kidnapping people? Did the Institute kidnap Shaun? I have a lot of questions for this man, or machine, whatever it is. But for some reason, all of Diamond City trusts Nick. So that sort of tells me it's not working for the Institute, or maybe someone else built it. Like I said before, I'm just getting to know the Commonwealth, and it certainly has some odd surprises for me. But I kind of feel that I know this Nick, like it's instantly relatable. I don't know, maybe it's just its programming, convincing everyone to trust it. If Nick knows anything about the Institute, I need to hear from it about them. And if it reveals anything helpful, maybe I can trust it. Or him, I take it it's a he. I've been around robots, and you get made fun of if you try and call it a he or she. It's just an it. At least that's how it was with my company during my time in the war. What I'd like to do when I get back to Diamond City, other than to sleep and to speak to Nick Valentine, is to try and improve my weapons and or armor. I've picked up so much equipment and resources since I've arrived at Diamond City. I have a lot to go through and improve, or just swap out and wear. I must sell anything I have to sell and purchase some more shotgun shells. Hopefully Nick can either help me find Shaun outright or point me in the right direction. But one thing is clear, I need to return to Sanctuary and offload all this junk. Valuable junk in that I need the materials they're made out of, but junk nonetheless, and that'll have to be done soon. Alright, we're following Nick back to Diamond City. Oh, jeez. Ridiculous.
These old buildings and alleyways give you a lot of opportunities to hide if things get bad. That goes both ways. Always keep your eyes out and your head on a swivel.
Yeah.
Can go
Like now? What is... Wild dogs.
You really don't want...
Why is it wearing goggles? Oh, that's weird. Whoa! Codsworth. Nice, slice there. I would like to shoot the head. I can see why people might eat their flesh, but I'm not. I like dogs. I'm not going to do that. Where is dog meat, by the way? Actually, I think dog meat left. I haven't seen him since we rescued Rex Goodman and Strong. Maybe you didn't like Strong. Oh, who's that? Oh, Diamond City Security, I take it. We're there already? Jeez. I guess when you know where to go, why waste time? So Nick was saying that these alleyways have, they're good places to hide. And it works both ways for the ambusher and those looking to escape. So he is a synth, as I thought. Didn't look like any robot that I remember. They didn't try... I mean, they had robots that walked around on 2 legs and have 2 arms, of course, but they didn't try to make them with a human face like this. It was obvious, even from a long distance, that they were robots. This one, I suppose if all his parts were covered up, like they probably originally were, you might not be able to tell he's a synth until he's up close. I mean, the eyes, though, those are a bit of a giveaway. We're gonna have to find Dogmeat. I take it he went home. Nick?
Nick,
Let's get to my office. We'll go over your case there.
I hope so.
If I might bend your ear for a moment.
Okay.
What's up, Codsworth?
So gracious, sir, I do appreciate it. I've always had such admiration for you and your family, ever since the day my visual senses were first switched on. You and the missus, so good with young Shaun, and so trusting of me to look after such a newborn bundle of joy. It just warms my nuclear core. So you can imagine the distress I felt when the bombs fell, after you fled to the vault. I searched but found no evidence of your death. I could only hope you all made it in time. And when you returned, I was overjoyed. I admit I ran a full diagnostic scan just to make sure I wasn't malfunctioning. But the news of the missus and Shaun, believe me when I say it takes a true hero to live through that.
I'm no hero, Codsworth. Believe me.
Don't sell yourself short, sir. In such a bleak world as this, think of all you've witnessed and all you've done. In my 200 years, I've seen it tear good men and women apart. But you, sir, you have remained the very model of what humanity should aspire to be.
Okay.
Thank you, Codsworth. That means a lot.
No thanks necessary, sir. I wouldn't hear of it. I truly believe if the Commonwealth is to turn itself around, you're the one to do it. Now,
Really?
not another word. I stand firm in my belief. Let's get back to it.
Well, Codsworth has been with me since I got out, pretty much. The Vault 111. I guess some of his influences rubbed off on me. Sympathy for robots? Well, I always did have sympathy for robots. Mostly because they were on our side during the war, but I feel comfortable around Codsworth. I've heard some horror stories, of course. Robots going bad. Malfunctioning. Yeah, even some deaths were involved. It's all pre-war, I guess people call it the war. But as far as I'm concerned, like the last 11 years of my life, we're all war. I have to repair this armor. It's late.
No arguments.
I'm gonna have to go stay at the Dugout Inn, I guess. Talk to Nick in the morning. Yeah, the metal armor, it's much better than what I was using before. So, we'll go with it. Okay, let's go find a place to sleep. Oh, it must be late. What's my pit boy say? It's almost 6 in the morning. Well, I have not been getting that great of sleep since going out into the wasteland. I feel like I'm back in the war, actually. In many ways, I mean,
Excuse me,
it's not
miss.
like you got regular sleep when there's
Whatever
battle
it is,
going
keep
on.
it to yourself. It's better that way.
Actually,
Don't know you, Scabbard.
you a prostitute? Wow. All the other ones I've seen are pretty ugly.
I'm only
Oh.
here for a drink.
I don't like
Travis.
you, and I don't like your radio. What you gonna do about it?
You tell him.
Come on, Travis, speak up for yourself.
Can you just leave me alone?
I don't like you,
Just
and I
buy
don't
or
like
sell
your
whatever you need
radio.
and get lost.
What you
Travis.
gonna
Hey
do
there,
about
pal.
it?
Oh, it's you.
Everything okay here?
Does it look okay? Because, no, it is not. I have no idea what I did to deserve this. I just wish they'd go away.
Oh, stand up for yourself.
Why not stand up to them?
No, I mean, no, that would be bad. With these men, it could, well, it could turn violent.
Don't you want this to stop?
Yes, but
Nothing will change unless you make it happen.
It's not that bad. I can just deal with this.
How do people like this survive out in the wasteland? I guess if it was anywhere else but Diamond City.
Don't worry. I've got your back.
Well, if you think it would work.
Chin up, Travis. We'll be at your side every step of the way.
We're right behind you. Sure managed to find your fair share of trouble, don't you?
Yeah, I did.
Well, that's enough.
Oh, I'm sorry. You say something.
I said that's enough. Leave me alone.
Look at you. Let me think about that for a second. Nah,
Yoo-hoo.
I don't think so.
In the middle of a conversation here.
I mean it.
Hold on there.
Leave me alone.
Sounds like you were thinking about saying, or else. Were you, Travis?
Come on,
You were
Travis.
gonna say, or else. I'm wondering what comes after that. What you gonna do, little man?
I'll beat you up.
Big
That's a
mistake,
start.
Travis.
Ooh.
I'm
You
gonna
okay?
destroy you and your friend here.
Let's do this.
Okay. Ah! Well, you know I'm wearing a helmet, you idiot.
Uh-oh. This can't be good.
Who's this?
Nothing like a little
What?
dust up to get the oil flowing, eh?
Yeah.
Codsworth, were you using your saw? We're just trying to use fists here.
Travis.
Oh, jeez.
Feel like I'm
Well-
talking to myself here.
Just hold on there.
Suits me fine.
Hey, you guys get out of here. Getting paid. Vadim, where are you?
Whatever you want.
Vadim, I
ain't
believe,
got
is over
time.
here. Hey,
Okay, not quite what I expected, but we move on. Ready for next part of foolproof plan?
more of this?
It's not more fighting, is it?
No. This part is simple. You have seen Scarlet, yes? She has worked here for some time. Now, I am just simple bartender, but I see things. I see how Travis looks at her. And I see that sometimes she looks at him. If someone who
Really?
is not her employer suggests that she go spend time with Travis, it might do him some good.
Okay, I see what you're going there. I remember that blonde woman that was sweeping up. She asked me if I wanted anything from the bar. But why are you asking me to do this? There's a lot of other people that come here.
Why do I have to be involved in this?
Think about it. I am Scarlett's boss. I tell her she needs to go see Travis. Suddenly she is thinking... she is no longer just waitress.
Oh.
Just do whatever it takes to get her to agree to see Travis. And this will all be worth it. And you and I never talked about this, alright?
Alright. You know what? I mean, plenty of time to
Look,
sleep.
Scabber, I ain't buying
That's not her. You really have a lot of prostitutes
Actually,
here.
it was nothing. Never
Whatever
mind.
it is, leave me out of it.
He kind of looks
Don't
like
talk to me.
Travis.
Might attract someone's attention.
You have a real high opinion of yourself.
Okay, where is that girl? She's probably sleeping like what I should be doing. Okay,
Hey, Yefim,
You look tired. Need a room?
yeah,
here's your caps.
Room 2 is yours. Enjoy.
about prostitutes sitting in my room, I mean, if I was going to use one,
Whatever.
that'd be awfully convenient, but can you get out of here?
Hey,
I see you eyeing me.
Well, it's actually one of the better looking women I've seen since leaving the vault, but, no.
what's the news around here?
We're doing good.
Your thoughts?
Now there's a question I don't get every day.
Are you hitting on me?
Whatever you want.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Let's do this later.
Oh, okay.
Can you leave, please? Alright, Piper, I don't think you want to... You have a home here, right? So, I'm going to go to sleep. Right, and hopefully I won't have any bad dreams, and I'll see you in the morning. Or later in the day. because I'm really tired. Actually, I feel like sleeping for 24 hours, but we'll make it a late one. Goddamn zombies. Well, you've been patient. I really take it you want the story of a lifetime. Yeah,
Hey.
I mean,
Go on.
Did you need anything?
oh yeah, you want to talk to me. Sorry, Piper.
Hey.
Where to? You really do have a talent for finding trouble, don't you?
Yes, I know that. Seems to seek me out.
It usually finds me.
Hey, I'm not one to judge. Honestly, it's just nice to not be doing it alone for a change.
Yeah, you get in trouble a lot
In
too.
my line of work, things tend to get pretty hairy. I've been shot at, poisoned, nearly
Poisoned?
executed. Heck, until recently they called the lockup in Diamond City the Piper Suite. Anything for a story, I suppose.
Who was going to execute you?
Someone poisoned you?
You kidding me? I barely had the paper going before I got poisoned. First time, I just published an article about this cartel of caravans that had been driving up food prices in the city. Article went over well, even got a boycott of their goods started in town, so I figured I'd pop over to the Dugout Inn for a victory drink. I'd already taken a swig by the time I realized something was wrong. The Dean, he wasn't at the bar. The beer tasted off, even more so than usual. And I started feeling real woozy. I don't know what he slipped me, but I knew I had to get it out. I'm looking around for something, and there it is, the still, and I just start chugging moonshine. Honestly, I'm still not totally convinced it was better than just dying from the poison, but
Wow.
it worked.
Who chugs moonshine?
And while I was passed out on the floor, security managed to grab the bartender. He eventually ratted out his bosses, and they all got to share some time in the pen.
I guess actually, yeah, that's a way to get it out. Wow. So what about this execution?
Seems that execution didn't quite take, huh?
Thank God. I'd been working on this story about irradiated drinking water in Bunker Hill. I traced the water back to its source through these old sewer tunnels, and what do I find? The children of Adam, setting up like they own the place.
I remember reading about them.
Fortunately, they found me just as quick. Turns out they were not fond of reporters. So, to atone for my trespassing, they decided to make a sacrifice to Adam. Me. I'm kneeling there, about to get the boot into this huge sewer pipe, when suddenly I blurt out, "Adam! He reveals himself!" And they buy it. They pull me back from the ledge, and then gave me their induction ceremony. You are looking at an official acolyte, Adam. Took me a couple more days before I managed to sneak away, get Bunker Hill security to finally clean the place up.
Wow, that's, So they, yeah, I mean, I read about them on the terminal, up at that junkyard while I was coming down here to Diamond City. She's lived quite the exciting life. Kind of sounds like the stuff that I'm going to be getting into. The stuff I've already gotten into since leaving the vault.
You've led an exciting life.
Sure have. But honestly, now that I'm out here with you, I feel like I'm just getting started. Getting in trouble is what folks like us do. I mean, you and I are out here putting ourselves at risk so people in the Commonwealth can have a chance at a better life. Not for praise or reward or glory, but because it's right. I just wanted to let you know I'm real happy to be along for the ride.
Oh, wow.
I'm glad you're here too, Piper.
Thanks, Blue. That means a lot coming from you. So, you want to get out of here?
Yeah, well, we have Nick to go talk to. Let's see what he has to say. But we
Whatever
have to
you're
get
gonna
back
ask,
to,
I don't know anything about it.
we have to get back
Whatever
to
you say.
Sanctuary. Where is that
I ain't
girl?
your friend, Scabba.
Maybe she's not
Whatever
even
it
here.
is, leave me out of it. You're bothering me.
A lot of rude people in there. Back out into Diamond City. So I sold a bunch of things that I don't need. And bought some more ammunition for my shotgun, which is my best weapon right now.
You want to get out of here? I
Wow.
don't think we'd make pretty ghouls.
You ain't gonna last once you leave the wall, so don't get chummy.
Okay, I'm gonna pop a Radix. Shouldn't have to do this in the city, but obviously that's a little bit of an entitled viewpoint. Everybody's suffering here.
You read that article?
Time is it? Ah, it's late in the day.
Public occurrences. Damn sense could be anywhere.
Yeah, I know. Actually, no, I'm gonna flush out that radiation now
Let's
that you're
get you
still here.
examined right away. Time is not on the side of the surgeon.
Hey, Doc.
Radiation poisoning is a common ailment, but we can cure just about anything.
Okay.
Yeah. Take a look at me, Doc.
What's feeling off today? What can you tell me?
Feeling sick. I think it's radiation.
Blood pooling in the gums. Signs of anemia, yeah. We better clean you up. And that's that. Anything else bothering you?
No.
No other complaints.
Take better care of yourself in the future, okay?
Alright, gathering up more rads as I'm getting it flushed out. Okay, let's go speak to Nick, and even though I feel a little nauseated after getting that flushed out, I am hungry. Maybe I should just have some water for now. Huh. I've got a lot of water, so... Actually, you know what? This vegetable soup that I picked up kind of makes sense. Rad resistance as well. So they say. Have that and some water. Nothing really solid. I don't know how they would prevent the radiation from getting in the city,
Nick? Oh God, it's really you.
Well, it's hard to mistake this mug for anyone else. I
You
owe
keep
you for
laughing at
getting
Dad.
me out of that vault.
Someday Dad's
Talk to
gonna
Ellie.
laugh
She
back.
handles all the finances around here.
I'll think
Not
about
as
it.
long as I got a few friends to back me up.
You saved Nick, this agency, and my job. Thank you.
Okay.
Can we get started on my case?
Oh, of course. There's just a small clerical thing we need to clear up. Here. I know an amount wasn't on the table when you went out to find him, but you deserve
Oh,
a
no.
reward. Plus a little something extra.
You don't need to pay me.
If you're looking for work and don't mind putting on the detective hat, Nick sure could use a new partner.
Whoa. One case at a time, Ellie. Our new friend needs our help first. All right, let's get down to business. Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable. When you're trying to find someone who's gone missing, the devil is in the details. Tell me everything you can, no matter how painful it might be.
You want to go over this, do you?
My wife was murdered. She was trying to keep them from taking Shaun, and they just...
It's okay. You don't need to say anything more.
So, we're talking about a group of cold-hearted killers. But they waited until something went wrong to resort to violence. What else can you tell me?
We were in a vault when it happened. Vault 111. It was some kind of cryo facility.
You were on ice, huh? More importantly, you were underground, sealed up. A lot of obstacles to get through just to take one person. Anything else you remember?
There was a man and a woman. They didn't say much. But I remember they called me the backup.
So we're talking a small team. Professionals. Kind that know to keep their lips tight when they're on the job. Not sure what the backup means, though. Anything else you remember?
We're looking for my son, Shaun. He's less than a year old. Why would anyone take him?
Good question. Why your family in particular? Why an infant? Someone would be taking on all of his care, and a baby needs a lot of it. Well, that confirms it. This isn't a random kidnapping. Whoever took your kid had an agenda. There's a lot of groups in the Commonwealth that take people. Raiders, super mutants, the Gunners, and of course there's the Institute.
I've heard about the Gunners. I don't know what they are, though. What are they?
Who are the Gunners?
High-end mercenaries.
Oh.
No job too brutal. They're in the running as likely suspects. They wouldn't be the ones pulling the strings.
You think the Raiders would have done this?
You think Raiders might have done this?
I honestly doubt it. They can barely organize themselves, let alone pull off something this complicated.
Well, that's actually who I thought did take Shaun. Okay, so it's too much for the Raiders. I guess that makes sense. If they were able to get into the vault, that doesn't seem like something the Raiders could have done, from the outside at least anyways. And I doubt super mutants would do it. They would have probably kind of blown it up, blown up the door to get in.
Super mutants? What are they?
Big, green, muscles on muscles. In other words, hard to miss. I think we can safely rule them out.
Yeah, I agree. And the Institute, which might be touchy for him, considering he's also a synth. Wouldn't he be working for the Institute if he's a synth?
So you think this Institute is responsible?
Well, they're the boogeymen of the Commonwealth. Something goes wrong, everyone blames them. Easy to see why. Those early model synths of theirs strip whole towns for parts, killing everything in their way.
Wow.
Then you got the newer models, good as human, infiltrate cities and pull strings from the shadows. Worst of all, no one knows why they do it, what their plan is, where they are. Not even me. I'm a synth myself. A discarded prototype, anyway.
Discarded prototype?
You're a prototype?
As far as I know. Never seen any other synth like myself. There's the older ones that are dumb as rocks and all metal, and there's the newer ones that are almost human. I'm somewhere in between.
Oh, so you're not the final prototypes. They look even more human than you.
You don't know anything about them? Really?
Some kind of security setting strips or blocks out those memories.
Oh.
And it's not just me. Any synth that gets trashed, left behind, or escapes the Institute has the same problem. Probably some kind of failsafe.
Either way, I need to find Shaun.
Right. The speculation is getting us off track. Let's focus on what you saw. What did these kidnappers look like?
I'll never forget that voice. Low and rough. Like sandpaper across your face.
Not much to go on. But a tough and commanding voice can get someone pretty far in the violence business. What else?
The man who killed my wife. He had a handgun. I didn't get a clear look at it.
I think it's a 44.
That sound.
Could have been a large caliber revolver. Huh. I'm starting to get a clearer picture of the kind of man our perp is. Anything more you can tell me?
I'll never forget his face.
One of them came right up to me. Bald head. Scar across his left eye.
Wait. It couldn't be. You didn't hear the name Kellogg at all, did you?
Who is he? Do you think he has Shaun?
Way too big of a coincidence. Ellie, what notes do we have about the Kellogg case?
The description matches. Bald head, scar, reputation for dangerous mercenary work, but no one knows who his employer is.
And he bought a house here in town, right? And he had a kid with him, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right.
What?
The house in the abandoned West Stands. The boy with him was around 10 years old.
You said he lives here? He's still in town?
They both vanished a while back, if I'm remembering right.
Of course.
That house is still there. Let's you and I take a walk over to Kellogg's last known address. See if we can snoop out where he went.
Security doesn't really go to that part of town, but you two should still be careful.
I always am.
So there's no point in wearing sunglasses when it's dark and raining out. Alright, let's go to Kellogg's last known residence. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.